Hello, I'm Daniela, Elana, and this is episode 29 of Historical Paranormal. In this episode, we'll take a look at the legend behind the Sci-te-cah giants of the Lovelock Caves. Lovelock Cave, also known as the Bat Cave, Horseshoe Cave, Sunset, Guano Cave, and Indian Cave, is located 20 miles south of modern-day Lovelock, Nevada. It's a very old cave that predates humans on the continent and in prehistoric times was underneath Lake Lohontan. It is said that there once resided a group of tall, red-haired, white-skinned giants known as the Sci-te-cah, which literally translates into tool eaters in the northern Paiute language. The tool is a fibrous water plant which, according to legend, the giants wove into rafts to escape attacks by the Paiute. They used the rafts to navigate across what remained of the Lake Lohontan, an ancient lake that once covered most of northern Nevada during the last ice age. According to Sarah Winnetka Hopkins, the daughter of Paiute chief, in her book Life Among the Paiutes, Their Wrongs and Claims, the Sci-te-cah were vicious, unfriendly, and cannibalistic. In the story, the Paiutes speak of a great battle that took place that led to their extermination at the site known as Lovelock Cave. During the early part of the 20th century, archaeologists found thousands of artifacts inside the cave, leading to a lengthy excavation of the site and leading to some speculation the Paiute legend was real. After years of warfare, all tribes in the area joined together to rid themselves of the Sci-te-cah. One day, as the Indian tribes chased down the last remaining red-haired giant, they took refuge in a cave. The Paiutes demanded their enemies come out of the cave and fight, but the giants refused. The coalition of tribes proceeded to shoot arrows at them while starting a large fire at the mouth of the cave. The smoke drove out a few who died in a hail of arrows, while the rest were all either burned alive or asphyxiated. Over time, the entrance of the cave would collapse, leaving it only accessible to bats and cut off from human contact. In 1886, John T. Reed, a Lovelock mining engineer, said Indians took him to the cave and told him the tales of the red-haired cannibalistic giants, but when he entered the cave, he found nothing but tons of bat guano. Reed was unsuccessful in getting an archaeological dig started immediately, but miners, realizing the value of guano as fertilizer, started hauling it out in 1911. They promptly turned up bones, baskets, weapons, tools, duck decoys, various other artifacts, and what they described as a 6'6" mummy. James H. Hart, one of the miners, wrote the mummy found in the northern central part of the cave, about 4 feet down, had hair that was distinctly red. The discovery spurred an archaeological dig in 1912, followed by a second dig in 1924. Thousands of artifacts and about 60 average height mummies were recovered. Not all mummies were preserved. One of the best specimens reportedly was boiled and destroyed by a local fraternal lodge that wanted a skeleton for initiation purposes. More studies followed, including the radiocarbon dating that showed the cave was occupied from 2000 BC to 900 AD. While some believe that giants once inhabited the caves, Adrienne Mayer wrote in her book about the Sci-te-cah, Legends of the First Americans. She suggested the giant interpretation of the skeletons from Lovelock Cave and other caves in Nevada was started by entrepreneurs setting up tourist displays. She also noted that the hair pigment is not stable after death, that various factors such as temperature and soil conditions can turn very dark hair rusty or orange. Another theory is that perhaps these were larger-than-life human beings, but it was more so a result of gigantism rather than them being literal giants. It could also be, like the little people of Spirit Mound, that these were exaggerated tales to once again describe a condition of human emotion or to serve as a cautionary tale. Either way, whether or not the Sci-te-cah giants were as tall as mentioned or of average height, they make for a good campfire story. Thank you for listening. If you're interested in more episodes of Historical Paranormal, you can check out the Season 1 playlist, as well as the Historical Paranormal blog website. Thank you for listening, and until next time.